Chengju is done. Unzen rise up. But that's exactly why I kept Bane over here. Tear him to shreds, Bane. Also, homogeny within true Korea. It's true because I own it now. How about spare armies? I shouldn't need you guys down here, right? Whatever happened to those 18 spare transports? I think I just had them flubbing around, right? Go and take these guys back. Well, I mean, fighting the Ottomans does not mean any kind of overseas fighting, so bring those guys back. Good, good, good. Oh, acceptable. Yeah, okay. Still gonna want more. That's why I'm building up all those conscription centers. Still need to save a lot of money for these extraordinarily expensive institutions. It's not even done yet, but when I have it in Unji and Arezzo, that should be plenty. And then I can spend how much money? Over 10,000. Nice Spain zoo. Why, thank you. Crafted it myself. Capital's still in Madrid. He is not escaping from there. I don't like getting this so early, so I won't. Oh, right, conscription center's kind of blocking things now. Well, get converting. And you spare guys, just get over there. France with imperialism is one scary thing. And they want my subjects provinces now. They're going to be coming for me in due time. Nasty. Alright, it's next year, which means this isn't quite so expensive, so I'll be getting you. And I'll be getting my royal mortars, thanks. This is a potential edge I have over the Ottomans, especially since he doesn't have a lot of mill skill. Seems like he has a... Oh man, 3, 4 and... no, 3, 5 and 4 advisors, so he's got a bit of an edge there. A bit of an edge. Let's face it, the Ottomans are just nothing but edges on me. But we'll still take him down. Age of Absolutism incoming. Let's see what we can make happen with that. Can also make some cores happen. Welcome to the Age of Revolutions. It's still my golden era, which is good. And would you look at that? We're an empire. We have a massive subject. We have a 3-star general. What? I think they mean ultimate ye. Excellent. And what else have we got? 5 out of 2 on controlled. We will have this. We will never have this. Yeah. Who needs parliament in best Korea? The trouble is I want pretty much all of these. I want loyal subjects. I need better artillery. Would love unrestricted conquest. Would love naval engagement. Everybody loves improved force march. Everybody loves Napoleonic warfare. And anti-revolution zeal is one of the only ways I can keep my subjects in line overseas. So I want all of them. Fortunately, I can now vastly overspend on enlightenment. Oh, bollocks. Why did I tech up before getting this? Oh well. Wasn't thinking. At least Tangiers is now Korean. We can celebrate that fact. Have you thought about revolutionary, even better Korea? No. We must remain the glorious peasant republic with Sakche at the helm. Still wish I had some even better armies right about now. Funksol brother. Right, you guys get back home. We'll have you on the unsorted Genoese pile. Those conscription centers should increase the amount of mercs I have available, if nothing else. Somebody's asking me to ledger up the incomes and armies. Sure, we'll look at the whole world for that one, not just my rivals. So income, I'm actually top dog, which is natural, that's what we've been focusing on. And money, you know, I always try to have tons of money in the bank. If I didn't, I wouldn't have been able to afford that institution, so eat that. In terms of military, Ottomans have a larger army than me, with double my force limit pretty much, double my manpower, and they're not relying on mercs whatsoever. Aye, and their army is stronger than mine, let's not forget that. Also, they have allies, I don't. Can you show the diplomat mode? Why? What's there to see? I have the New World, I got a bunch of stuff overseas, I'm eating Japan. Alright, you guys are pretty much done here, which is excellent. Once those conscription centers are done, I want to see how much more of an army I can muster. I mean, even without looking at that, I probably will want more cannons. 80 cannons is good, but more cannons is more. I didn't leave my heavies over there, did I? Where are my heavies? Also, why do I have lights not doing horrible things to other people? That's what they should be doing. What if, crazy thought, you guys protected the trade in Sevilla? Also, potentially another crazy thought, what if my heavies, which are currently hunting pirates along with the galley, oh yeah, that makes sense. What if you guys join there against you? Or, better yet, you just camped around the place. Or, potentially, even better yet, you keep doing that, and those highly threatening heavy ships of mine, right here, led by, of course, the ultimate Yi, poached the Ottomans hard. I don't trust that to be enough of them, so I want you guys to join them. I think you're doing that in Venice, right? Or was it Tunez? It's probably Tunez. Wait, why would I care about Tunez? Probably Genoa. That I do care about. What's the Ottoman fleet look like? Par for par on mine on heavy ships, but they have a ton of galleys. Hang on, that's a lot more heavy ships than I remember having. Yeah, of course, like 20 and another 10 there, right? Yeah, 7 with those 16. Okay, it all adds up. Oh, bollocks. that clicked through unexpectedly fast. I think I got a lag spike there or something. This is a fantastic province, but something is going to have to go, and I think it's the courthouse. Because I really need that furnace. But for one, to start with, I need this latent good here. And for that I need enlightenment to be present. Oh, and it's going to be there super fast. Can anybody yet have my furnace? No, not even my subjects, but we'll get there. Sure, France. I didn't even have to fight Austria for my lands. Sheikh, ally Russia. They're currently in a war. Hopefully a war that will end very quickly. Actually, yeah, bringing in Russia on this is a good call, even if I screw them over in the end. So, those conscription centers are just about built. That's a force limit. That's a force limit worth having. Can I get many more mercs for my time? Yeah, it unlocked 23 more of them. Bloody hell. Well, not that I'm about to complain, but I need a lot more 40 stacks like these. Let's just have you guys march over there. Ottomans just abolished slavery. That kind of tanks the value of slaves. It doesn't kind of tank it, it does tank it. I think I have some right here. Triangle trade makes them good though. And I already built up some trade stations. But if I were to also abolish slavery, then I would hate to do that. I just suddenly got excited thinking, oh, maybe I have a policy that can help me out right now. Of course I don't. I could almost get myself a new idea though, wouldn't that be something? I didn't say concentration camps. Fresco... What's your face? Okay. I should probably let that manpower of mine build back up before the auto war. It's not like I'm stalling or anything, but there's no hurry for us. No hurry at all. Except we have that tech advantage, which is pretty awesome. But it's not like we have anybody that wants to rise up, just a bunch of Austrians. Come on, they're Austrians. And also Mori over in Aki. Aki. That's a lot of exact matches. Get on the case. Would still like to state up a lot more of this. The only downside is the extravagant coring cost of it all. Unsurprisingly, more land is getting eaten up by the accursed Spanish. So I need to think about where I can have mighty coal, and then prepare myself for it. For example, I can have it here. It's not the correct development for it, but that could certainly be changed. For starters, it definitely needs to be stated it was going to be bringing me glorious coal. Secondly, how are those burghers feeling? I mean, they could be happier. Give them monopoly charters, make them a lot happier. Unusual for me to really play into their hands like that, but yeah, I really want this. And there we go. So when it has the Enlightenment there, and that won't take long, we can do you up. Who else that will be mine can have coal? Well, that was my only European one. Still nobody Spanish. The bloody Spanish. Well, I want that, but I'm not about to go over my... well, go out of my way for it. Really, this is the big one, as are you. That only gives me 3. That's not a lot of coal. And really, I would have liked to have sliced you up for all your coal, but we didn't. We didn't decide to, dare I say, power game in that regard. I'll take it. So you're already rocking, but I need to make sure you have the space for a building here. Are any of these unnecessary? Well, you don't really need that castle, truth be told, so farewell to that. And when I can, I'm going to pop that furnace there. And you're ready to rock and roll. So 3 provinces. Just 3, wow. And we're good to go with them. If you can afford heavy fleets, you're already in a very good position. I am in a pretty good position. Sometimes I think that I should have more heavy fleets. For some reason it takes a long time to make some of them around here, but... yeah, some places just really don't like building fleets fast. Oh well. Hang on, how are we on that Diplotech? The next one gives us the 3-deckers, which are even better. But I suppose it's good to have... a fleet now is better than a fleet later. Better than a better fleet later, maybe? Didn't think that one through. I also want a bunch of lights. I always want a bunch of lights. Okay, who else is moaning? I think it's the clergy and the burghers. we have glorious land over here for them to start killing each other over. I'd happily give you some of this land, but where are the good... oh, cotton's pretty good, but you don't produce a lot of it there. Or I'll just give you this crappy mountainous province. It's all good. So it might really seem like I'm stalling, but like I said, I am preparing for the ultimate showdown with the Ottomans, and I need to get every edge I can for that. I was ready for you. This is exactly why I'm prepping that province. It's going to be a good mountainous. Oh no! Spain just took this. That's the opposite of what I wanted them to do. I was ready for both these revolts, and down they both go. Even though you guys are only barely keeping it together, you're okay. Yeah, I know I'm smoking attrition, don't worry about it. I know I'm not. See, you get out of there just in time. And now, since all these guys are identical, we can mix and match them pretty much. Except I still have force limit, which means I could have this guy sitting back as some kind of jack of all trades. Jake, check Austria for coal. Nearest coal to me here is there. Pardon me, Bohemia, or going up north to Brandenburg. It's not a whole heap of coal over there. Yeah, Commonwealth are surprisingly full of coal. But unless they build the furnaces like I intend on, they're not going to get the most out of it. Oh, Australia, not Austria. Well, of course Australia can have coal. They can have it right about here. But they would need to develop it up. And granted, I'd make money off of it, but I'm still not sure I care that much. So, what's better? Culturally or religiously doing you, or getting my fort here? I think I want that fort. To the point where I'm even gonna... I like that workshop too much. Have that, and have that. Okay. Having an idea that might be worth my time to thwack down a fort on Crete. Because, no, I would rule the seas from the very start. There's no way. There's no way he would manage to do that. Maybe some infantry backup stacks so when you get massive battles. Yeah, that would be an idea, but massing infantry with raw manpower... I just don't have raw manpower here. Okay, but I could merc up to the extreme. I mean, just raw infantry has its uses anyway. $19 would take you up to 22. 23, 24 is an alright number, because it halves to 12, which halves to 6, which halves to 3. I believe Tokachi is about to make me a very rich man, even though the development isn't in the right place. Coal is good. Coal is very good. Also, there's no autonomy there. Thanks a bunch. Also, that's still I knew. Doesn't affect goods produced. It's all okay. Okay, with that, I mean, I really need to get my manpower back up, and that's going to take a good few years. That might not be all that bad a thing. intentional. No to you, no, 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 and no, and no. What? I think it just doesn't like me there. Oh well. The Russians are not currently in a war, but I'd rather just ally them the moment before I strike rather than doing any silly bugger business. Jake, maybe you should drill your troops. Not really, they're mostly merc. On the plus side, the Koreans are just like a maw opening up, ready to eat the rest of you. Hey, this would actually be a pretty good one to have as a full state, since it'll give me... Okay, I already overwhelmed Genoa. Never mind that then. A case could be made for, instead of privateering this, forcing the trade goods over to Ragusa and then into Venice. But my power in Ragusa isn't that strong. Constantinople's such a hard nut to crack when it comes to, well, money. There are other options for gaining manpower, but I'm not a big fan on that one. How is he doing fortifications wise? Not great. But it's not like you can just block this and be safe. He will just walk around the Black Sea to cause me a lot of hurt. I'm going to want a lot of mill points to blow his life to shreds. But I still have Miltech 25. It might be an idea just to go to war with him right now anyway. I can blow him to shreds. He would likely walk down and occupy even better Korean South Africa, because he has Kilwakil on his side, but at least it would get the war ticking straight away, and that means what exactly? Be easier to get his allies out of the war, like Songhai in Yemen. Might be a bit unreasonable to declare the war this quickly, though. Would also be nice to snipe his boats, though. It would also be a good idea to get some bloomin' generals. Alright, who are we gonna have then? I think it's Olwen's time to shine. Don't be pathetic. Oh, that is so lackluster. So bad. Okay. Another thing I was thinking was I could really do with this for the war. But we're talking 10 years, really. A bit less, but quite a bit of time. Aren't the Ottomans likely to get access to India? Well, they'd have to get through Timurids, who hate me, so that's a yes. And then, okay, then they go through Jampur. They would more than likely get access here, but if the Ottomans are busy in India, then that means they're not busy fighting me here. That, on the other hand, it could be that their allies get involved there. Kilwa, Songhai, Yemen, all pains in the bum. I feel like I sniped down my ships as well, that's all not good. Not the easiest of war to even start, that's the problem. But if I do fight him and I make good headway all the way into Constantine, that's good. Because the bonus that I did get, that he certainly doesn't have, is right here. +2 to artillery fire is incredible. This would be even more incredible, but it's ages away and I don't really want to stall in this war forever. This is a bigger concern though. That is not a lot of manpower to have for a war. I can slacken my way to victory. Just in time for Britain to slander my merchants, the bastards. Britain just can't. They're a sore, bloody losers, what they are. Because I see all this money that we're making and they're not. Well, how would this go down? Oh, he started buffing up his forts, isn't he? Is he gonna buff you up? Because I could totally snipe that. It's risky though, because if I jump in and he's ready to rock and roll, then that's bad news for me. Alright, yeah, I think we should just go for it. It's a bad time to do this, but this is all about being the bad ideas guy, not the greatest of ideas guy. We'll get that alliance going. This guy isn't even doing anything for us. I sure hope those Russians want to join in on this curb stompathon, though. Naturally. Jake, can you show your Eastern trade? Not right now. Imperialism o'clock. Yeah, call in those Russians. What could possibly go wrong? Mind you, do the Russians even have anything to bring to this party? Never even checked on them. Oh, well, they're in a great position to help out with the war, I can see. So, there we go. Sea of Mamara. I don't have a lot of mill power for what I want to do here, so I should probably focus on it. Aha, there we go. He's not getting involved in that. So I can safely move my incredibly powerful heavies over to there. And I guess we can get this war going proper. I wonder if I can get over to Belgrade fast enough to snipe it. No, but I would still be able to barrage and bring it down on the cheap. And Bane knows how to do that. I guess we just move on in. Man, I used to be really good at these kinds of wars. I think I super suck at them these days. It's alright though. Let's get moving. What are we dealing with? You know, the numbers are actually looking pretty good for us, but we know the Ottomans can pull out a lot more than that. So the whole reason we're fighting this war is because way back, cast your minds back, like 3 weeks ago, maybe 80 episodes ago if you're watching this on YouTube, we got chased out of better Pyongyang by the accursed Ottoman scum. We're not going to stand for that anymore. We're coming back and we're taking what's rightfully ours. So I guess you don't really need to force march away there anymore. It's easy pickings now. I should certainly have my generals in charge. I should also actually have some generals. Marvin's back, baby. And he's really rubbish at fighting. Do not ask why attack the Turk. Instead ask why not. Amen to that. Okay, so it's an imperialist war. I could have made it nationalism, but that would only cover this one province. And I have ideas for the Turk. Okay, he is coming to attack me. I really hope Ultimate Yi is able to take down this guy. Ultimate Yi has good maneuver, but wow. I don't think he's gonna survive this. Never, ever, ever underestimate Admiral Yi. Oh, Yi. Alright, that was fun, but damaged ships have got to, as we say, Gingheim. Go over to Crete. I'm going to wish I'd built up some kind of thing for faster repairs in Crete. Ooh, right. Right, there's still some of you to worry about, isn't there? Okay, rethink that. I'm going to still want some decent two-deckers around, so